I was a pitcher that threw pretty hard, and as soon as I got here, I thought I would handle stuff, but nah, this is a hitter's league, man. You got to know how to pitch. You got to be smart. You got to locate. You can't just come in this league thinking you're just gonna roll through it.
Welcome to episode 228 of Alberta Dugout Stories, the podcast. I'm Joe McFarland. 1 week is in the books in the Western Canadian Baseball League, so let's do a little bit of a short recap, shall we? If the playoffs were to begin today, the defending champion Okotoks Dogs and runner-up Moose Jaw Miller Express would be the favorites as they lead their respective divisions. Obviously, that's not how this works. There's still a full summer of baseball left to be played. Now, each team has registered at least one win through each of their first 4 or 5 games, depending on where they're at in the sched. The Dogs are 4-0, while the Miller Express and Sylvan Lake Gulls are both 3-1. Weyburn's Ryan Dauphiny leads the league with a .615 batting average with 8 hits and 13 at-bats. There's a 4-way tie for the home run lead, with each having 2 dingers apiece. Xander Bretza of Brooks leads the circuit with 8 runs batted in, while Sylvan Lake's Matty Fung leads the pack with 5 stolen bases. On the hill, Gulls starters Tyler Boudreau and Hunter Jones share the strikeout lead with 9 apiece, while Okotoks closer Sam Roberts, no, not the Canadian rock star, is turning heads as he has 2 saves and 3 appearances, allowing no runs, just 1 hit, 2 walks, and has 6 strikeouts. Now on to this week's episode. We will hear from Fort McMurray catcher and 2022 WCBL All-Star Jordan Bach, and we'll also round out Ian's trip to Media Day in Okotoks. But we'll start things off with Brooks Bombers head coach Ruddy Estrella. Born in New York, he played baseball in the Dominican Republic while he was growing up. He pitched 2 years at Western Oklahoma State College, then went to the University of Science and Arts at Oklahoma. In his final college season, Estrella made the trek north to Canada to play with the Regina Red Sox in 2017. And since then, he's come back every summer. He spent the last few seasons as the pitching coach under Jason Vena and decided this year to take the plunge to become a head coach, hoping to build on the success of the Bombers' first ever playoff appearance last summer. Coach, thanks so much for joining us here on the podcast.
No problem. Thank you, man. It's a pleasure joining you guys here in the podcast. First one I've ever done, so I'm pretty excited about this one.
I'll try to take it easy on you.
No worries.
First off, welcome to Brooks. Welcome back to the WCBL. How have the first few weeks been in your new community?
Thank you. It's been good, man. It's been good. Actually, when I was in Regina, I tried to stay together with the community and bring them in so we could get them to the games and stuff like that. But Brooks has taken me in like their own kid, I want to say, man. I can't complain. I loved all the fans here and the owners, the board members. They're all great with me. I love it, man. I can't complain.
Wonderful to hear. What was it about the opportunity in Brooks that lured you away from Regina?
I don't know. I just want to say I think I had a little bit of experience and especially being behind Jason Vena. And now we work together in Trinidad State College. He offered me his assistant coach job as soon as he got the head coach last year. And I feel like being behind him, he has taught me a bit more about the game than I already knew. And I feel like I wanted to take that challenge and take the step ahead. And also, like I always say, man, I know I can't play. I'm still young. I know I can't play, but I would love to pass my knowledge on to those future upcoming players, man.
Mm-hmm. And for those who don't know, you played the 1 season in Regina before spending a few seasons there as an assistant coach. What did you take away from that experience, both as a player and a coach, that you wanted to bring into the fold with your new team in Brooks?
As a player, I took away that experience, man. To be honest, I was a pitcher that threw pretty hard, and as soon as I got here, I thought I would handle stuff, but nah, this is a hitter's league, man. You got to know how to pitch. You got to be smart. You got to locate. You can't just come in this league thinking you're just gonna roll through it. Nah, this is a hitters league, and it's a good league because you also see players from NAIA, Division One, all around the world and stuff like that. I try to keep it contact, man. Like I love this league. It's amazing,
Mm-hmm.
and I would summer leagues. I recommend this one too, man, because like the competition, the level of play out here, they take it serious out here. If you don't think that, then this might be one of the leagues you should try in the summer.
Did that take you by surprise when you first arrived here? Because when you think Canada, you hear hockey, you might hear a little bit of the three down football. You don't necessarily think baseball and summer league college ball at that. Were you surprised at all when you first arrived in Regina?
When I first arrived in Regina, yeah, I got shook right away. As soon as I landed, I was like, "Oh, this seems nice. I like to experience that." And then the first night at the ball field in Regina is like the fans were so up, and like you get your own walk up songs. I didn't have that privilege in our college. We have to earn that. So like you get your own walk up songs. The fans are out here asking for signatures, pictures. They take you in as their own too as well. Like it's an amazing experience, I would say, for college kids to come out here and play.
Very
And
cool.
they could also work on their tools here as well.
Hmm. Coming into this season, did you have a mindset or maybe an identity that you wanted your team to build? Or do you think that's something that as it progresses, as that season progresses, that's when you start to figure out who's who and what that identity might be?
Yeah, I'm giving these guys like couple like first 2 weeks just to know their identity, get to know each other and stuff like that. Cause first thing I say is you got to know your players. You got to get to know them before everything. So my main focus is getting to know them, sitting dugout talking to them the most little as possible. Any conversation I could get out of them, try to pick their mind, see what they're thinking and how they want to go about this summer league and like what are their plans and goals to achieve during the summer and stuff like that. That I can also help them accomplish.
When you look up and down your roster right now and to those who are coming in still, what do you see?
I see we right now we have a little bit of depth in the picture, but it's gonna get better. I know it's we have a lot of young guys here, but uh I think they'll become better day by day as they see the games going by, and also I see a lot of power in our lineup. It just hasn't come out yet,
Mhm.
but they're a little bit tense right now. I could feel it in the dugout too as well, but it'll come out. I know they'll show out, and it'll be a Bombers nation.
You and I were talking off air about sort of the first couple of weeks are always tough to gauge because you got a bunch of new faces, maybe a couple of old faces, and they're still trying to figure out who they all are and learning names and all that kind of thing. So it's hard to judge, especially on a 52, 54, 56 game season. At the same time, do you have any expectations, and not just for the season and how things will roll throughout the year when it comes to an end, but also for the day to day, the expectations of how they go about their business?
Fair enough. I have like stuff written down on the board in the locker room and clubhouse. So I'll give them like daily quotes and stuff like that. I give them pointers that we need to accomplish during the season. Like at home, I tell them home we have to have a 500 or better percentage, right? And when it comes to wins, because that's our bar, we should have that there. So when it comes to that, I have keynotes in the dugout and in the clubhouse that I try to make sure they remember, try to keep it in their head, locked in and stuff like that, and make sure they pass it on to the kids that are next to them, to the right and the left. Because every day I tell them, look to your right and to your left. Like this is an experience that you guys should take advantage. Like not most kids get to play here, and not many people know about this league. But as soon as you get here, the treatment you get, and like from the community, from the league, the kids, it's just when I was a player, it brought something in me that I wanted to do better just for the fans and the community. And I feel like these kids, as soon as they start seeing that involvement, they're gonna have that same mentality and heartbeat, pretty much.
Mhm. Now, the WCBL season always seems to fly by as a player and as a coach, and having learned under Jason Vena, how challenging is it to bring everyone together in that short amount of time to become a challenger and to become a WCBL championship caliber team?
Yes, sir. Uh, it's just little by little. You got to make the adjustments day by day, throughout the games and stuff like that, and try to keep him happy. Try to keep him happy in the dugout, in the clubhouse. Any little thing like laser tag we used to do at Regina. We used to do laser tag, go out bowling, uh, paintball, like stuff like that, just to make the kids happy, get to know each other, and create that bonding that you need in a team to be successful.
Mhm. Brooks made the playoffs for the first time last season. What needs to happen in your books to keep that engine rolling?
I think I need to stay focused and just keep my kids focused so we could achieve that this year and maybe a little bit more. But my main focus is, yeah, start winning games. That's all we got to do.
Mhm.
Just start winning games. And as soon as that first one comes, I know many more will come.
Are you learning anything about yourself as a coach as you go through these first few weeks as head coach? Like, it's one thing to be the assistant. I've learned in different sports is it's easy to be the player's friend and that kind of thing because you're
Yeah,
not the one that's putting your foot down kind of thing. Is that something that you're learning on the fly? Tell us about some of the other things that maybe you're learning as you grow your wings as a head coach.
fair enough. Yeah, that's something that I'm learning here as well with the kids. Kind of like try to lay the foot down and stuff like that. Because in Regina and also in Trinidad, I'm the assistant, so I kind of have to be like that friendly and that that door for them to come and speak, so I could speak to the head coach,
Mhm.
right? Because some of them are scared to go and talking to the head coach. So yeah, it's challenging, but I'm up for that challenge, man. I'll never let it down, and I'm up for it. And still, as a head coach, I try to be as friendly as possible and not let them be scared of talking to me because I know as an assistant, players are scared of talking to head coaches. So I try to keep that door open for them. I tell them like my door's open anytime you need to talk. Like I'm the head coach, but don't be afraid of me. I'm here to help you out. This is what I'm here for. This is my job.
It's kind of one of those things where you're walking that tightrope where it's you want to be a player's coach, you also got to be the coach's coach almost, and so being able to
Yes, sir.
the balancing act is certainly an interesting one for sure.
Hmm.
A couple of personal ones for you here. Any favorite memories or moments on any ballpark at any level that made you go, man, I can't believe I'm getting to do this?
I want to say it was 2019. Yeah, finals game two at Okotoks, being the assistant coach. Man, it was a surreal experience there. Like it's amazing the fireworks we get before the games and after. Like it's something amazing to experience, and the crowd back there, man, it's amazing too. Like you get shooks because they talk a lot, but you like it because that brings a fire in the players and stuff like that. So I like the competitiveness in this league, man. And that
Mhm.
experience for me as a assistant coach that year, that was amazing. I
Mhm.
can't I couldn't have asked for a better first year as an assistant for that 2019.
No doubt. Conversely, what have been some of the biggest challenges or obstacles that you've had to overcome over the course of your playing or coaching career?
Obstacles is just kind of like sometimes I want to say mentality staying focused throughout the whole season. Because most times I've been battling with family issues and stuff like that throughout the
Mhm.
season. Like last week, I lost my grandma. Well, last week, it was Friday, our opener at Okotoks. I
Right.
lost my grandma right after that game. So like I've been dealing with that too and stuff. Like it's been hard, but I know she's looking from up there and she wants me to stay here and handle my business because I got is my first year as a head coach and she was like the motor that kept me in baseball because after my last year here in Regina, I kind of got a shoulder injury, a rotator cuff. I tore it, and ever since then I haven't been able to pitch. And she was the one that told me like see if I like coaching and stuff like that. Like, don't leave baseball because she
Mhm.
sees something in me in the sport, and I feel like I owe it to her to stay here and finish the season off with this team.
I'm sure I speak on behalf of a lot of people in the baseball community, and especially here at Alberta Dugout Stories. Our love to you and your loved ones, in what is undoubtedly a difficult time for you. So, Coach, really appreciate you taking the time, but also being
Thank you.
willing to stick around and help this team move forward. So, with that, I'll ask one final question for you. It's one we ask everyone. What does the game of baseball mean to you?
It means the world, man. If you know, like, I wake up, it's baseball. I go to sleep, baseball. It means the world to me, especially being behind my uncle. He was a professional baseball player, Felix Fermin. He played for Cleveland Indians,
Oh, cool.
and he's also the coach for Nuevo Laredo Tecos in the Mexican League, but he was the coach for the Águilas Cibaeñas in the Dominican Winter League.
Oh,
And
okay.
he's the most winning in Caribbean coach. So I kind of want to follow his footsteps and his son's footsteps. So having him in the family, like leading us, it means the world to me, especially as a kid being in those dugouts and seeing like those environments. It means a lot. And baseball, I just can't get over it, man. Never will.
I don't blame you.
Yes,
Coach,
sir.
again, really appreciate the time. Congratulations on all the success to this point. Continued success with the Bombers. And thanks so much for joining us here on the podcast.
Thank you so much, Joe. You have a good one.
We head north now to catch up with Fort McMurray catcher Jordan Bach. He was lights out with the Giants in 2022, hitting .330 with 2 homers and 41 RBI in 56 games, while also being named a WCBL All-Star. The Delta BC product spent this spring with Northeastern Oklahoma A&M College, where he continued racking up the accolades by hitting .411 with 14 homers and 65 RBI in 43 games to be named to the All-Region team. That performance allowed him to sign on with Southern Illinois University for this coming fall. In the meantime, though, Bach's sights are set on building off the Giants' first ever playoff appearance in 2022. Jordan, thanks so much for joining us here on the podcast.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Back for another year in Fort McMurray. What was it about the Giants that made you say, I got to get back there?
Yeah, man. They treat us so well out here. They really treat us like professionals. I got so much respect for the owners the owner and general manager, the coach this year. Like, they really made us feel like pros, and it's just something I loved to be a part of last year.
Is there a sense maybe of some unfinished business as well, and especially in your books, given that you guys made it to the playoffs last year and you feel like there's that extra gear that's still left to be had?
Oh, absolutely. Last year was very big for us, making the playoffs. That was a goal, but this year it's not just about making the playoffs. We're trying to finish what we started last year, and I had some of the guys reach out to me that they were coming back, and it's just really exciting that we might be able to do something really special this year.
I know it's really early on in the season. I hate judging, or I won't judge on 3 games, but what do you see out of this team this year, maybe compared to last year, that maybe might have been missing, for example?
Yeah, so last year, we could pitch last year, and it looks like we can do the exact same thing again this year. We just got off to a slow start in our first 3 games, but, in our last one we put up 20. So we can hit this year too, and our defense has been spot on. So, it doesn't seem like this team's going to be carried by pitching as much. We're a little bit more well-rounded.
You got a lot of new faces as well. You're one of the, I'll call them savvy veterans, but what are you telling those newbies as far as, not just the WCBL way, but also the pace of the season and trying to get them kind of gelled together as quick as possible so that you can make a deep run?
Yeah, this team has been very good. A lot of really cool guys on this team. It seems like we're all getting along pretty well. What I'm trying to tell people is that it's a very long season, and it's tough to remember that we still have 50-something games to go. So, just pacing yourself and just remember that there's always a game tomorrow, not getting too upset. But sometimes I need to remind myself that too.
It's kind of different too. You're coming off a college season where you're playing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you get a few days to ruminate over it. This way, you don't have a whole lot of time to get too up, and you don't have a whole lot of time to get too down either.
Yeah, it's very nice because when you're hot, and you get to go out there the next day and play and ride that hot streak. But at the same time, when you're cold, you don't really have a lot of time to think about it and get over it. So it's all about flushing what you did the day before and just refocusing yourself and just trying to find a routine that gets you ready to play.
Obviously, that routine's been working really well for you as of late on a personal level. You're coming off an all-star season in the WCBL, hitting .330, a couple of homers, and 41 RBI. What do you need to do personally to build off of that?
I think just evaluate my game and see where I need to improve. A couple of things that I need to work on for sure, and get in the cage and talk with the hitting coach. And one of the biggest things is I need to put on a little bit of weight to hopefully add that power stroke that I had from college, and hopefully apply it to this year with the wood bat. So, just trying to get some size on me and help the team win.
You mentioned it. 4'11", 14 homers, 65 RBI in Oklahoma. You're named a first-team All-Region. What did that mean to you to get that in your back pocket and say, listen, I'm here and I'm ready to make some noise?
Yeah, it was an honor, and it was kind of a dream come true thing to put together a season like that and get such an award. And I'm thankful for the teammates and coaches down in Oklahoma. And it was honestly a special season for me, and I'm very grateful for it. It was probably my favorite season of baseball ever.
What was key to your success this spring?
It was a couple different things. It was a slight change in my approach. It's funny. I was on the phone with my dad, and we were sort of talking what I needed to do to sort of get better. And it was a change I made was sort of looking for a different pitch. So trying to meet the ball out front more to try to lift the ball to right field, and that's sort of what unlocked the power for me, was meeting the ball out front and trying to lift it to right as opposed to trying to hit the ball to the opposite field.
You're also fresh off some big news as well. You're making the jump to Southern Illinois University. First off, how did that opportunity all come about?
So it's actually a funny story. So the old pitching coach at the junior college I was at, he asked for some video so he could send it around to some guys, and sure enough, I got a call a couple days later from Southern Illinois, and I was able to go up and see their campus, and man, I'm super excited to play for them. Coaches seem amazing, and I can't wait to get to work.
Did that one take you by surprise a little bit? Like, was it on your radar at all as possible school to head to, or was it something where it just kind of came out of the blue? Because I know you had been hunting around looking for that NCAA spot.
It was honestly not on my radar. And then, the more I talked to them and, I got to see the school, I was like, this place could be home. And I had that gut feeling the whole time, and it came down to make a decision. And it's kind of hard to go against somewhere when you've seen it and you just think, man, this place could be home.
Let's wrap things up a little bit here with some rapid fire. First off, favorite ballpark food?
Favorite ballpark food? Oh, that's a good question. I'm going to go classic chicken strips and fries.
Oh, good choice. Best ballpark you've ever been to at any level?
That's a good question. I'd say back in my freshman year, I was able to go see Wrigley. And then very recently, I've been able to see the new Rangers Stadium, and that was very nice. Those two, probably.
That history at Wrigley would just blow me away, I feel like. And especially the Ivy. You see the Ivy, and it's like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I always loved seeing it on TV as a kid. It was just so unique. So to be able to see it in person was pretty cool.
Absolutely. Favorite baseball memory?
Oh, that's a good question. It was actually probably last year at the WCBL All-Star Game. Have the game there. I was able to hit a double in front of all those fans. That was awesome. And then the fireworks after and all of that. It was just a really special day.
I got to say, watching all of you guys get out onto the field after the game and just, sit on the field and watching those fireworks, there's just something special about it. I don't know what it was. It was just a great day. So great memory there. What's in your headphones pregame?
I have a very specific taste when it comes to pregame. I like to have I'm not a very big pump up guy with like loud music and all of that. I like to sort of relax myself and just try to get myself in a confident mindset. So one of my go-tos is Sweet by Brockhampton.
Okay. Here I thought when you were talking about like, hey, I got to calm things down, I'm going, what, are we going with Enya here or something like that? So not quite that far. All right.
No.
Cool. Best baseball advice you've ever received?
Oh, man. That's a good one. Let me think for a minute. It actually came from my teammate last year. His name was Travis Cole. He was a phenomenal pitcher for us last year. He told me that you need to stop focusing so much on the result and more about the processes that got you that. So, it was at a point in the season where I was getting a little frustrated. I was lining out a lot, hitting the ball hard, but just right at guys. And he told me I was too focused on the outcome and not so much that I was doing everything right. And since then, it's definitely helped me a lot.
Very cool. Great response. Final question for you here. It's one we ask everyone. What does the game of baseball mean to you?
Oh, man. Honest to God, I think I'd go crazy without baseball. I kind of just have one of those minds that I can never really shut it off. And, it's always thinking. And as soon as I step on the field, it's just all those thoughts are gone. And, I've never felt like I've belonged quite like I do at a baseball field. So it means everything to me, man.
That is a fantastic answer. Again, Jordan, really appreciate the time. Congratulations on all the success you've had to this point, continued success going forward, and thanks so much again for joining us here on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Finally, we have a trio of shorter interviews gathered by our Ian Wilson as he attended the Okotoks Dogs Media Day right before the season began. We'll start things off with Ryan McFarland, who, believe it or not, is no relation of mine. Not only is he way more athletic, but he was also a workhorse for the Dogs during their championship run in 2022, including picking up the win in the finals opener against Moose Jaw with a 7+ inning gem. The Campbellsville University hurler is back and hopes to pick up right where he left off.
Ryan, you're returning from last summer as a WCBL champion. You had a pretty big start in the finals last summer. Just talk to me about coming back and being back, and how are you feeling today?
Well, being back, can't ask for anything better. Being back with this group of guys and a bunch of new guys that are coming in. Seems like a great group of guys. We could run it back this year. Looking forward to playing in front of all the fans and all the whole town of Okotoks. Can't beat it. And I don't think there's anything better than that.
You're a pretty versatile pitcher last year. You're comfortable coming out of the bullpen. Like I said, you started that, I think it was game 1 of the final, picked up the win, throwing over 7 innings. Looked very comfortable in that role. I guess how do you look at your role this year with the team? Are you just put me in wherever? Or?
Yeah, no, basically I told Coach, whenever you need me, I'll be ready, and you can put me in any situation and I'll be ready for it. I'm just always ready to pitch whenever in any situation.
Talk to me about this year south of the border. Where were you playing? How did it go? Just run us through the year.
My year went well. I was playing down in Kentucky. I played for Campbellsville University. It was my second year there, and I loved every part of it. And our season ended a little earlier than expected, but happy to be back here and with another great group of guys.
Do some fun ones now. What favorite ballpark that you've or stadium that you've either been to or pitched in or just been to?
Pitched in has to be either Siemens Stadium or the AA Hot Rod Stadium down in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Oh,
pretty
nice
setup there.
Yeah. How about major league ballparks? Any that you've been to?
I've been to a couple. I've been to Fenway. I went to the Braves Stadium. I was there. I love that place, but I also played in the spring training field for Boston, so it was pretty cool playing down there in Florida. Cool. But yeah, a lot of great places.
Favorite MLB team?
Favorite MLB team, definitely the Toronto Blue Jays.
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Favorite MLB player?
MLB player, Bo Bichette.
Yeah.
Even though I'm a pitcher, you gotta love Bo.
Yeah. And what about in terms of players that you watch that you try to emulate? Is there any guys that you really gravitate towards pitching wise, or?
Basically just watching a lot of guys pitch in the big leagues. Like, there's many tips you can take from every single player. Everyone's got a different style of play, and it's almost you just grab and pick from different people and do what suits you.
Any goals for this summer, either individually? I know you're going to say win a championship. Everyone says that, but is there any goals that you want to achieve? Strikeouts, innings, anything like that?
Just overall, every time I go out there, give my team the best chance to win, do my job, and trust all my teammates, because all together it's a team effort. So just want to do my job all summer.
Awesome. Well, welcome back. Good luck this summer, and thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Another returning veteran from last year's team is reliever Brody Forno. He made 17 appearances for the Dogs last summer and wants to be an even bigger piece of the pitching puzzle this summer, especially after being a key contributor at Williston State College this spring, where he went 7-3 with a save and a 2.34 ERA in 12 appearances.
Brody, why don't we just start with just a rundown of your season south of the border. Where were you? What happened? How was your season individually? And just how did the team do? I know that's about 17 questions, but you run with it.
Yeah, well, we're located in Williston, North Dakota, Williston State College. It's D2 JUCO. We started off a little rocky at the beginning of the year. We dropped to a mediocre JV team and kind of needed to figure it out. Our bats started off pretty cold, I'd say. But all in all, our pitching staff was pretty solid throughout the whole year. We were around the 7-8 ranked year-end nationally, so it was pretty solid. Just guys going out, doing their own business and throwing strikes and really competing with the zone. We got pretty far. 4th seed going into the regional tournament and pulled it out. Lost the first game. We had to really battle back. Lack of arms, just guys really just grinding it out, honestly. Doing everything possibly. Most of our pitching staff was on 1-day rest on the last game and just try to find a way to do anything possible to get that win. And somehow God just made us pull it off, honestly. And then after that, we headed to the Northern Plains Districts, which was in Iowa. And we won the first game 3-1, dropped the second game 6-1, and we were only 2 runs away from the World Series and lost 3-2 in the last game. So it was a heartbreaker for sure. And just being so close to that dream, like no school has ever been to the World Series from North Dakota or Montana, so it could have been making history, but program history was definitely made. It was the first time winning the regionals in 10 years, so it was really cool.
How about you personally? How did your season go? And
it was really solid. It just being confident with myself on the mound, just letting my stuff work and trusting my defense and allowing the bats to stay hot throughout my starts, like giving up like 2 or 3 runs an appearance and just really just grinding it out and working on my pitches command and just trusting my fastball and my breaking stuff.
You were here last year for the championship season. You're back. What does it mean to be, playing here again? And what does this team mean to you?
I love this place. I'll never get old of it. Like sick of it. Like I got back yesterday, and the first thing I did was come out here just to look at the field, and every time it just blows me away. Even though I grew up here, it just every time blows me away. And this team means so much to me, like just growing up like as a little kid watching the college team play, and it was always a dream of mine to be on this team, and now that I'm here, it's just amazing.
That Forno name has some respect around here.
Yeah.
Your dad, Pablo, was inducted into the Hall of Fame last year. Talk to me a little bit about the respect that carries, and also maybe the responsibility that comes along with being Forno, or do you even think about that?
I try not to think about it, not let the pressure get towards you, but like it is a big thing. My dad has done a lot of really good things here, and I just want to follow in his footsteps for sure, and maybe one day I'll have a place on that Hall of Fame plaque.
Yeah, there you go. Any expectations for this season? How do you look at the summer?
Just to win.
Yeah.
Just win. That's all we need to do.
Any way, shape, or form?
Honestly, at this point, baseball is so crazy. You just have to go out there, put everything on the line, and then let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah. A few quick fun ones for you. Just favorite ballpark you've ever been to?
Definitely Wrigley. I'm a diehard Cubs fan. Stroman's like the guy that I looked up to all the time. Just that he's like 5'8", and he just attacks his zone and everything works for him, and he's just so confident out there, and he doesn't let like the size measure to like who he is.
He's a pit bull. He's got some energy too.
Yeah. Definitely some fire in him.
Is Stroman your favorite guy
100%,
growing up?
Yeah, 100%.
Awesome. And you're a big Cubs fan.
Yeah.
What I guess any advice for any young fans who are listening? Any advice to kids who are just getting into baseball, things like that?
I think the biggest thing would be just to go out there and have fun, be with your friends, and just laugh around and not take it so seriously.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that. Like just play the game how it is. It's a game, so you got to have fun with it.
How did you get started in the game? Was it just your family was just kind of all around it growing up?
Yeah, definitely just family. Like my 3 older brothers all played baseball, and my dad played baseball. It's just always been around the game, so it was nature, I guess you would say.
Are they hanging on every game and every inning now for you?
Yeah,
like
for sure.
The last chance, or whatever you want to call it.
I remember when we were in regionals, our family group chat was exploding, especially when we beat Bismarck State to go to the championship. The group chat, like I checked my phone, and it was like 200 plus messages, and I was like, holy. And I didn't even want to read them, there's too many. But like they're all rooting for us, like the family, even the coaching staff here, they're like, look, good luck and all this, and they're all rooting for us, and it was really cool.
Yeah, were they giving you the scouting report?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Brody, thanks for your time today.
It was a pleasure.
Good luck this summer, and have fun.
Thank you.
And last up is Nash Crowell, who played with Dogs Red in the pandemic-abbreviated 2021 season. He's back now after a great spring with Reinhardt University, where he hit .356 with, get this, 20 home runs and 56 RBI in 47 games on his way to a second-team All-Conference nod. He'd like to bring that power to the Okotoks lineup this summer.
Nash, Siemens Stadium, Media Day, sun is shining, tossing the ball around. How's it feel?
It feels good, getting ready for the fans to come out and watch us Friday night. It's going to be a great atmosphere, just can't wait for the fans.
Now, you've been a part of this program. I believe you played the 2021 season where it was red and black squads.
Yep.
How does it feel to kind of be back and sliding in on a defending championship team?
It feels good. We've got something to play for, try to bring that trophy back home, and just going to keep us honest, keep us working hard.
give us an update on how things went for your college season south of the border, and where were you playing? How did it go?
I was at Reinhardt University in Georgia, and we had a good run. Went to the playoffs. We were 2 games short of a World Series appearance, and put up great offensive numbers. Boys were swinging it, and it was just a great group of guys to be around.
Awesome. Any specific goals for you this summer? Or you just let you loose and let's go play, or that kind of thing, or?
Yeah, kind of like just playing.
Yeah.
There's not really expectations. I have expectations to do well, but nothing crazy that I'm going for in particular.
Yeah. A few fun questions for you. Favorite MLB team?
New York Yankees.
Oh, no, 100%. You're one of those.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Okay,
yep.
All right. Favorite player?
Freddie Freeman, I'd say.
Okay.
On the Dodgers.
Yeah, I can get behind that one.
Yeah.
And any players that you emulate, or like not necessarily your favorite, but the guys that you look at and you're like, just trying to play like they do?
Well, going back to Freddie Freeman, he plays hard, plays with emotion, and he's able to hit for power and average, and he always looks like he's having fun on the field. So.
Those are all good attributes.
Yeah.
How about favorite stadium that you've been to, either played at or just visited?
I'd say the Twins Stadium.
Yeah.
That's a really nice park.
Yeah.
They had
Target Field, I think.
Yeah, Target.
Yeah.
And they had a little all-you-can-eat part, so that was fun. That was fun.
That sounds pretty good.
Yep.
Favorite baseball movie?
Sandlot.
Okay,
100%.
another solid choice. All
Yep.
right. Favorite line from that movie?
Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. Come on.
It's got to be, right?
Right.
Awesome. Okay, and then just back to the team and this summer. What have you seen so far? I know it's like you've probably been here like a day, maybe 2, but what do you see from this group?
Just looking at BP, we got some guys that can hit the ball hard, and watching pitchers throw bullpens, we got some good arms. They're throwing hard.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to be solid all the way around, and guys are getting along really well, and I think we're going to get really close and have a good season.
Excellent. Well, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
And best of luck this summer.
Thanks again to Ruddy Estrella, Jordan Bach, Ryan McFarland, Brody Forno, and Nash Crowell for joining us this week. And thanks to all of you for downloading and listening. If you like this or any other episode, we'd love to get a rating and review from you, as those actions help spread the word about ADS. We'd also like to tip our caps to our Platinum supporters for all they do for us and for baseball in Alberta. The Okotoks Dogs and AHP Academy have been generous partners in helping us tell the game's stories in our province. For more, head to albertadugoutstories.com/supporters. Until next time, thank you for all your support online, on social, and on air of Alberta Dugout Stories.